guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Morgan from my little homeschool in the woods. I'm gonna just give you guys a real quick flip through of the human body unit that we are doing from the Gather Round Homeschool, just so you can kind of see what it looks like and anyway, this is the teacher's guide. I have these put in flex binders. It's been the easiest way for me to do it so far, so just gonna kind of flip through and give you guys a look-see. Tells you all about Gather Round, what to expect. You read from the teacher's guide. It says it takes 15 to 30 minutes. And then the students will work in their notebooks for 30 to 90 minutes, depending on how much extra activities and stuff that you do in your lesson. So it has all the different notebooks when you buy it digitally. It comes with Prereader, Early Reader, Early Elementary, Upper Elementary, Middle School, and High School. So you're getting all of this with your digital. So it kind of gives you an overview of the different pages. You have notebooking pages, history pages, your science and grammar pages, your social studies, art, Bible, your copywork and spelling, and it always has writing projects. The writing projects have been really fun. The kids have been writing like poems and different things like that, so that's been really fun. And it also has geography. They have lists for books for the different levels. We don't really have a lot of books from the lists. I just have some human body books that we are using for the kids, and I didn't make we don't really go to the library, so we don't really just go pick out a bunch of books or nothing. But they do have like pre-reader, picture books, early reader, your early elementary, upper elementary, your high school or middle school, high school, or read aloud, so you can use these as read alouds. And it does have like a hands-on supplemental list of things, a bunch of different stuff that you can look into. Like we have like the operation game and stuff. It has a lesson planner, which I've used some, but I don't really know how much I really like it. A lot of times I forget to go and look at it, is the problem with the lesson bills. I did try to get some stuff written down though for it. But they have that for every lesson. They also have a planning list, so you can make notes of things that you need to do. They have shopping lists, adventures, which would be like field trips and stuff like that. And then here is the table of contents. You have 20 lessons in all, so it starts up here with just our amazing bodies. And you can see it goes through all the different systems, and at the end you have nutrition. So, and here is what the first lesson looks like. All the reading for the teacher. They have little, I don't see one yet, but they have little activity breaks. If I can find one. Usually, here's like the spelling words for the different levels that they can go over. The hands-on adaptations. And then this is like the day at a glance, so it's telling you for lesson 1, everything that's to be expected in this lesson is a day at a glance. So I thought that was really neat. And then it goes on to lesson 2. The pictures are really pretty. I really like the pictures. Let's see, it has extension activities too, which we haven't really done a lot of the extension activities. But I did try to do some of the hands-on stuff, so. Talking about tissue. And here, like activity breaks, it shows you watch the video Operation Ouch / skin, so you can stop and do like little video activities and stuff like that. So I thought that was really neat. And then it's just you know, at the end of it, the kids go and work in their notebooks. And then that's lesson 2. So I'm going to do like a quick flip through of some of the pages, and then we're going to move on to the student books. In the back we haven't took these out or nothing. These pictures that are just showing the different systems. Here's the appendix. It's really, really pretty. I love the pictures in it. Okay, so this is kind of what the teacher's guide is all about. And so now we'll move on to the Prereader, which the Prereader for mine is just a kind of a mix between Prereader and the early elementary or early reader, because he wanted pages to be like his older brother. So here you got the table of contents, and here the Prereader is mainly just a lot of coloring pages, as you can see, and then this is like an early reader, which he didn't do that part. So, yeah, a lot of his pages he hasn't really got to. So, like, there's days where he does it. See, like, this is a pre-reader page right here. So it's really just mainly a lot of coloring. There, let's see, this one, I don't know where we didn't do this, where you cut out the bones and glue it in. And then another coloring page. So, and coloring the bones. So yeah, his is just kind of a mix between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys early reader, since his is kind of all mixed up. This is the early reader. And it has like a reading log, which I really like. They haven't done any of these yet. I think Chloe might have. Where they, you know, your favorite part of the books, the title, that you can rate the book, how they like it. So I thought that was really neat. So they got a few pages of that. And here was the first, this is like one of the notebooking pages. They have to like copy these words, color the picture, and then they're supposed to write, yeah, something that they learned in the lesson while I'm reading. So that is the notebooking. Here is a geography page where they had to color where the Garden of Eden was approximately located, I guess. So, and then they have a page of copy work, and then they'll have like a spelling word that they work on. They have a lot of poetry and stuff like that. This is their language arts page, which they had to do like all the rhyming words and stuff like that. So, and yeah, he was supposed to draw a person. And then it went on to lesson 2, starting over with your notebooking page. You know, you have your word that you have to copy, and a coloring page, and the same thing here. And then it has like a history page that it goes over. And here is language arts, which we were working on compound words. I think everything in this unit looks like they're working on a lot of compound words for like the early reader and the early elementary. So a page on like safety and stuff like that. This is a social studies page, which I told them they could just draw a bus if they wanted to, because they acted like that's what they wanted to do. And then it just starts over with your third lesson being your notebook page. They have some social studies, which was symbolism, copy work, and spelling. So they're going over their word again. And here they were supposed to write, which I think I wrote this for him, and he just told me what to write. So it was a poem. And we labeled our bones. And this is starting the next lesson. So yeah, that's kind of the idea of it. I'm going to kind of just flip through some of the pages real quick so you can kind of just see what it looks like. Labeling the muscles, that was fun. Paralympics, we went over that. Some more poetry. They had to pick out the line that they liked the best. They were supposed to draw, I think, a brain here, but and the nervous system. And then we did our compound words. Now I'm going to do some flip through real quick, if I can get it where I want it. There is a lot of writing in the notebooks that I wasn't really expecting there to be as much writing as there is, which I'm really, really happy about. And they're still working on compound words. So that is what the early reader looks like. Okay, so early elementary looks a lot like the early reader, but I will go ahead and give you kind of a look at the inside so you can see what it looks like. I don't have these printed off right because it cuts off like the bottom, which it hasn't affected any of the pages, so I didn't worry about it too much. Scope and sequence. They also have the reading log. There's several pages of that. And as you can see, this is a lot like the early reader. She has to write the words on her own though, instead of copying them, or instead of tracing them. And then she had to write something that she learned. Sorry if you hear my kids, they're downstairs playing. And she had, hers was a little bit different as far as having to do the geography. But she doesn't trace, so she is just like doing the copy work. And here was home. She had to draw someone. And then here's the notebooking page. She had her words. She always copies like the little bird because it says copy me. So she always makes one usually. So, yeah. And here's the history page. Compound words. They're working on compound words in this one too. The bones. And then where it talked about symbolism, I thought that was kind of cool. Still working on their Bible verse, and this is the spelling word that she had. And then we did poems. Everybody likes to write about Jack, our dog. Then you're supposed to label all the bones, so she had that page too. So a lot of it is the same, but there is, you know, it is harder, so. Talking about the different muscles, what the names of the muscles were. Oops, stuck. And there's the muscles that you would, like exercises, and talking about the different muscles that you work when you do those exercises. The brain. The Paralympics, I think this is a swimmer. And there's her Bible verse. The Five Senses poem. This was supposed to be a brain. The nervous system. I like her little picture. Those are pretty. Then it has like these little rabbit trails that you can go down, which sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. It kind of depends what the day is looking like. So, yeah. We had to label the neuron, sorry. And then she's still working on her compound words. A free write. The free writes are really fun, and they kind of give them some prompts here at the top. If you can see, like if I could have a superpower, if I could have any pet in the world, my brain is powerful because, just different things, and they can pick, or they can come up with their own. So, and we talked about the blood. They had to color like a mosquito. And there's her little poem that she made, What Cats Like and Don't. I thought it was kind of cute. She likes to make all her letters uppercase for some reason when she writes like this. I don't know. That's just something she's doing right now. And then we're fixing to go into the heart. I'm going to do kind of a quick flip through of the rest of it. So still doing some compound words at the end there. Ways. Digestive system, labeling. Bible verse. Talking about different things. Labeling the different organs. More compound words. As you can see, it's pretty much compound words, I think, for their language arts in here. There's some more poetry to do. Oops. And labeling parts of the heart. So that is pretty much the early elementary. Now moving on. Okay, so here is my upper elementaries book. So I'm going to do a quick flip through a bit so you can kind of just see. This is the highest level that we are using of this. So see, they're reading long. She's been using it a little bit. She kind of she rated the book. I guess that one wasn't very good. I only got 3 stars. So she has a lot of those. Let's see. I can get my page to work. Alright, so her notebooking page looks a little different. She gets to draw a picture, and then she has to answer a question, and then it has lots of places for notes. So they're kind of new to doing the note taking, so it's kind of a, a new thing for them. And then she has to do a much longer verse, as you can see, or do the rest of the verse, and the other kids just do like a small portion of it. And here is the poem. They're supposed to draw a face. I guess that's supposed to be Owen. And then here's the next lesson as far as the notebooking page. She has to define things like nucleus and stuff like that. And then she did do better on taking some notes here as I was reading. And here was her history page. And she is working on apostrophes, like possessive apostrophes and stuff like that. So she's been working on that a lot during. We've only done like 7 lessons, I think, but that's what she's been working on. And here's the third lesson where she had to define what marrow was, our marrow. And, okay, so my camera just shut off for some reason. Okay, where was I? Yeah, the notebooking page on lesson 3. And as you can see, she's taking a lot more notes, which is good. She's getting better at it. So, and they're supposed to draw like symbols for like, this is their symbolism page. She's supposed to draw, a symbol for every word. And then there is her copy work. Language arts writing project. And she had to label the bones. New notebooking page. She has a lot more writing than everybody else. And then we had a deal on Samson because we were doing the muscles. So she had questions. We had to read some verses in the Bible, and we had to answer some questions on that. And she had to copy her Bible verse, labeling the muscles. She had all that. Talking about the brain and the spinal cord. Paralympics. We watched a video on that. And here's her new verse. Her poem, she had to pick out her favorite line and write it. And this was her brain that she drew. We looked up a video on how to draw a brain, and that's one we found. So, and the next one. Here's the neuron. We labeled all of that. She's still working on the plural possession stuff like that, so that's cool. And here was her free write. They have a lot of these type things, so that's really neat. Her poem about Jack. Talking about the blood types. And then we're into the heart. I haven't really, that'll be our next lesson. Alright, so I will go ahead and start flipping through. If I can, in the end here. Oops. Okay. Exercise. Looks like some more geography. And that is science, how to stay healthy. Bible verses. Rabbit trails. Drawing an ear, I guess. Helen Keller. Okay, that's about it on the upper elementary. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to hit that like button and hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.